Welcome to 2018 and another year of ultra running. So last year was pretty good. This year we're going to raise the bar a bit. It's just how far I can go. So you're going to want to stick around for that. Well, it's another lovely Wellington evening. It's Monday, first day back at work after the Christmas break. This is my first trail run of the year, so just out doing something nice and easy, nice and light. Just getting my legs back into it a bit. So I had 2 weeks off over Christmas, pretty much no running because I was off on holiday, which was fantastic. But now I'm 4 weeks out from my next, four days out from my next ultra, so got to get the legs understanding that they need to be able to run without blowing them out too much. So I should hit this race under-trained, nice and relaxed, and good to go. So in theory, everything should be sweet. So did I say everything would be sweet? Well, almost everything. So whilst on holiday, my wife got me a massage. Lovely. Nice deep tissue thing. Really sort those tense muscles out. Unfortunately, as a result of that nice deep tissue massage, the lady broke a rib. So now I've got 60 kilometers of running in 4 days' time with a broken rib. That sounds like fun, doesn't it? So fortunately, or unfortunately, depending on your point of view, for me, I'm quite accustomed to broken ribs. I seem to do this with monotonous regularity, and often it's the same rib. So it's not new territory for me. It just means that the race is going to be a bit less fun than what it would have been. It doesn't change my strategy for the race at all, or there's never any thought that I would pull out, because it's just not the way I am. But it does mean that it's going to hurt. It's probably going to hurt a lot. But then ultras do. So I learned quite a lot last year in my first two ultras about how to do it wrong. I'm good at that. And so this year, I'll be taking all those lessons, taking the learnings from them, and then trying not to do stuff quite so wrong this year. And so, looking at the strategy for this race coming up, the first 10 Ks are uphill, the next 50 are downhill. So, and the uphill is not scary. It's nothing insane. So, I'm going to go out super conservative at the start, like really conservative, and not push it until we get onto the river flat for the last 50. People. The weather forecast for race day is pretty good so far. High of about 22 degrees Celsius. I like northwest wind. So being in New Zealand, the northwest wind comes from the tropics, so it's a nice warm wind, and the track is heading south, so we'll have a tailwind for pretty much all the course, which is a bonus. Now you may notice I'm wearing a flash new hat. My wife bought me this hat for Christmas and I love it. So it's from Head Sweats. It's designed for running, high octane outdoor use, that kind of stuff. It's got a sweatband on the inside of it that just stops all the sweat running into my eyes. It's magic. It's the most comfortable hat I've ever had. If it's windy, it stays on. I can strap it up tight. It doesn't give me a headache. It's lightweight enough that I don't overheat wearing it. It's just a magic hat. I love that she bought it for me. So if you're looking for a hat that's going to do the business, I can recommend getting a Head Sweats hat. It's just absolutely magic. Okay, it's just a short one today, so just to the gate, and then to head back home again. I want to get my legs too tired out. One of the cool features about the race on Saturday is it follows the old Rimataka rail trail up through the Rimataka mountains. And it has, I think there's 4 tunnels that it goes through. So we're going to be running in the dark for a bit, which is always fun. And the summit tunnel, just before you get to the top, is 800 meters long. So my strategy is, it's a mandatory walk. Not because it's dangerous or I'm going to trip over in the dark or anything, but that's a good point to recover from the uphill. So if I make that a walk and say I have to walk it, use that as recovery, get up over the top, and then feel good about kicking into the long downhill. And I think that will serve me well. So there are many reasons for running this trail. One, it's a nice easy distance, but 2, keeping an eye on the blackberries and the raspberries. And they're not looking too good at the moment. I think the fact that we've had pretty much no rain since end of November, the berries are all looking pretty dry and horrible. But hopefully, if we get a little bit of rain here and there, they'll plump up and become nice and juicy. And so when they do, I'll be able to come running along here and take myself some berries, along with the rest of Wellington. One of the most important things when you're planning your ultra race is knowing where your aid stations are and what's going to be there, because that's how you determine what your fuel strategy is, what your hydration strategy is. So for the Hutt River Trail Marathon coming up, this is going to be interesting. So for the ultra race, the first aid station, which is water only, is at about 30 kilometres. So that means the first half of the race we're totally self-supported. So that means, do I take a whole bunch of water because I know it's going to be a hot day, or do I take a little bit of water, or a bit less water, and ration it, knowing that I'm going to get a good fill up and that it's all downhill. We're starting at 6:30 in the morning, so it won't be too hot to start with, which is going to be great for the hill climb. It's not going to be hot while we're climbing the hill. But getting that wrong means you could potentially be 5 or 10 k's out from an aid station and run out of water, and that would be just disastrous, particularly on a hot day. So my strategy is, knowing the way my body works, is I'm going to be taking a small amount of water, about 700, 800 mils of water, and that should be enough to see me through. There's not really anywhere to fill up. You can't fill up from streams or anything, but that should be enough, hopefully. And if the first aid station has run out of water by the time I get there, my goose is cooked. But I think we'll be good. particularly since it's all downhill running, nice and easy, and it'll be still reasonably cool at that stage of the race. And also, I generally don't drink a lot of water in the first stages of the race anyway. So it's a gamble, but life is a gamble. And if I've learned anything from my experience in the Sky City Casino over Christmas, I'm crap at gambling. I'm pretty good at losing all my money though. But hopefully the gamble in the race will pay off a lot more dividends than what the Sky Casino did. Just in case you thought I wasn't doing any running. I love these little switchbacks. That all went quite well. So not far from home now, so just a nice easy jog back. So this will be my last trail run before the race. We've got the second big storm of the year moving in tomorrow. We've only had 8 days. We've already had one monster storm. Second one coming in tomorrow, which will clear out by the weekend, but that means not out running the trails. But apart from the rib, body's feeling good. I think I'm well set up to go. Tendinitis issues from last year seem to have gone, and my ankles, which is really good. So I'm in probably the best position I can be at the moment for the race, I think. Body's well rested, it's hungry to run, and that's kind of where you want to be. So 2018 is looking like it's going to kick off into an awesome year. So wherever you are, I hope the year's starting off well for you, and it's going to be an awesome year of running. So wherever you are, get out there, get into it.